Hi guys, I'm Miss Diorio from Citizenship Academy, and today we're getting into Lesson 11. Now, Lesson 11 is all about subtraction. So this subtraction is going to be a little bit different and a little bit trickier than what we've been doing. But you guys have mastered that using the place value and that vertical method for addition. Today we're going to do subtraction with the vertical method. Don't worry, we're still going to use the place value chart. I'm going to teach you how to do it. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so for this lesson, you're definitely going to want paper, pencil, something to write with. I have my whiteboard and I have my notebook today because we're going to be doing a lot of working out problems. So pause the video, go grab those things, come back when you're ready, and we'll get started. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of fluency practice first. Again, because we're working with subtraction, we want to get our brain in the subtraction mode. So I'm going to show you a number. You're going to tell me 2 less than that number. And I snap my fingers. So if I say 10, you say 8. All right, here we go. 2 less than 11 is 9. Beautiful. 2 less than 20. 18. Awesome. 2 less than 40. 38. Awesome. 2 less than 41. 39. Very good. 2 less than 51. 49. Very good. 2 less than 61. Use the pattern. Oh, the wink. 2 less than 61. 59. Awesome. Okay. So for this, you're going to want your paper and pencil. What we're going to do is we're going to take these problems and we're going to use 10 to subtract. Here's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to do this first one with you, and then I'm going to have you practice on your own. So we're going to start with 16 minus 9. We're going to draw a number bond to break apart 16 into 10 and the extra ones. So it's 10 and 6. See that? Okay. Now, how many is 10 minus 9? What do we end up with? Let's do that on here for you. 16 minus 9, 6, 10. 10 minus 9 is what? 1. So then we're going to take our leftover 6 plus our 1, and we get to 7. Okay? So we're just breaking it apart using the 10 to help us subtract. Again, this is going to help us when we get into our lesson for today. All right, so try this one on your own. Write 15 minus 9 down and break the 15 apart into its 10s and 1s, and then use that to help you subtract. So pause the video, do that now. Good? Okay. Break down 15 into 5 and 10. Now, 10 minus 9, we get how many? 1. Awesome. Then we add that extra 5 in, and our answer is 6. Thumbs up if you got it. Good job. All right, try another one. This one's a little bit different. You're still going to break down 13 into your 10s and 1s, but be careful with that 8. So pause the video, try it on your own. Ready? Okay, so we have 13. We're going to break it down into 10 and 3. Then we're going to take our 10 minus our 8. What's 10 minus 8? It's 2. Don't get tricked. It's not 1. Make sure you did 2. So we're going to add our 2 plus our 3 to get 5. 13 minus 8 is 5. Good. Let's try another one like that. Don't get tricked again. Go ahead, write 15 minus 7 down, pause, and solve on your own. Got it? First step, we break the 15 down into 10 and 5, our 10 and our 1s. Now, 10 minus 7 is what? 3. Very good. So we're going to add 3 plus 5. Make sure you didn't do 1. We got to make sure we do the 10 minus the 7. 5 plus 3 is 8. We got 8 as our answer. All right, application problem. Here we go. Shelby picks 35 oranges. 5 are rotten. How many of Shelby's oranges are not rotten? I want you. We got a number bond, nice number bond set up. You don't even have to write it out unless you want to. You are more than welcome to. But I want you to pause, talk to someone at home about what you think the answer is and why. Yeah, so to figure out this number bond, our other part, we're going to do 35 minus 5. Our other part is 30. 30 of Shelby's oranges are not rotten. Love our number bonds. All right, now Rosa picks 35 oranges too, but 6 are rotten. How many of Rosa's oranges are not rotten? For this one, I want you to pause, write me a number sentence, and solve. So you're going to pause, write me a number sentence, and solve for this one. Go ahead. Okay, so your number sentence should be 35 minus 6. We can break apart the 6 to get 5 and 1. That way, we can take 35 minus 5, make it easier for our brains. That's 30. We know that from the last problem. And then we just have to subtract that extra 1. Gets us to 29. So how many of Rosa's oranges are not rotten? 29. Very good. All right. So let's get our papers out. I'm very excited about this subtraction. Get our papers out, and I want you to write 35 minus 9 in vertical form. Now, when we do subtraction vertical form, you write it the same way as when you do addition. So it's still going to be our ones are going to be on top of each other, and our tens are going to be on top of each other. So picture it like a little place value chart. You're still making sure your ones are together and your tens are together. Okay, even though it's subtraction, still the same idea. All right, so go ahead and write your vertical form numbers sentence out and make the place value chart. But when you do subtraction, start with just the top number. Just make 35 for me. You can see it on the screen. So pause. I want you to write this in vertical form and just make 35 on your place value chart. Okay? Okay. Now, in our ones place, if we look here, we have 5 and 9. Can we take 9 away from 5? Do we have enough to take 9 away from 5 without going into the negatives? We don't, right? We can't take 9 away from 5. There's just not enough. 9 is bigger than 5. We can't switch these around. We're not allowed to do that. That's not a thing. Can't do that. So can we take 9 away from 5? No. So here's the trick. What you're going to do is unbundle or break apart one of the tens. And you're going to decompose it. And you're going to move those tens back over to the one side. This is called decomposing. So it's pretty much the opposite of addition. When this number on the bottom is bigger than this number in your ones place, you have to decompose. You have to unbundle. So we're going to take one of our tens away. When we do that, we can't just poof, disappear. It doesn't just disappear. That 10 is still there. Instead of it being in the tens place, though, we're going to move it over and we're going to add 10 ones. A little bit tricky. You have to switch your mindset because with addition, we've been moving the 10 ones over, right? But with subtraction, especially if it's like this, the bigger number on the bottom trying to subtract from the smaller number, we have to move them back over. So now we have 2 tens and 15 ones, right? It's the same number, just moved around a little bit. So show that on your work right now. Okay, now if we have 15 ones, can we take away 9 from 15? Yes, right? 15 is bigger than 9. So we can take those 9 away. So let's take those 9 away. Do it on your board. Do it on your paper right now. Now, how many 10s and 1s do we have? We took those 9 away. How many 10s and 1s do we have? We have 2 10s and 6 1s, which equals 26. Good job. So it's pretty much, we're just going to decompose. We're going to move them back over. We're just manipulating the numbers around so it's easy for us to subtract. Let's try another one. Okay, so we're going to do 46 minus 18. Write 46 minus 18 in vertical form on your paper, and then only make 46 with the place value discs. Only make 46 with the place value discs on your drawing, okay? So pause. I want your paper to look like my screen. 46 minus 18, and then only 46. Good? Okay. Can I subtract 8 ones from 6 ones? Do I have enough? I don't, right? Where can I get more ones to be able to subtract 8? Yeah, I can get it from my tens. I can unbundle, decompose from my tens, and move 10 ones over. So I'm going to do that now, and I want you to do it on your paper. You're going to take a 10 away, but you're going to add 10 ones. So pause, make sure your paper looks like my screen. Good. Now, how many ones do I have? I have 16 ones, 3 tens, 16 ones. Can I subtract 8 ones from 16? Yeah, I can, right? 16 is bigger than 8. I can take 8 away. So let's take those 8 away. Oh, wait, I forgot this too. Can I subtract 1 10? I forgot about the tens. Yeah, I can. So we're going to take those away. So do that on your paper right now. How many tens and ones do we have? We have 8 ones and 2 tens. Don't forget to subtract the tens. I totally forgot about that step. You got to subtract your tens too. So back here, we had 3 tens. If we take 1 10 away from 3 tens, we get 2 tens. Just subtract. Super easy there. We don't have to decompose because we can do that. And we get 28. Yay! Okay. I'm going to have you in your problem set, in your exit ticket for today, you're going to practice this. I'm going to start you off easier with a couple problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh. 1 through 6. You're going to do in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be able to do them in your head. They're similar to the problems that we did last week, where all of the problems kind of work together. Now, problems 7 through 12, I want you to work through them just like we did in the lesson today. That was my puppy, I'm sorry. So work through them just like we did in the lesson today. Write this out in vertical form. Make sure your tens and your ones line up like this. Make sure they line up. Draw it on your place value chart. Unbundle if you need to, and solve that way. Okay? I want you to go through each of the steps. So I want you to write it in vertical form, and I want you to draw it on a place value chart so that you can see how to unbundle, how to decompose. Okay? Be careful. You can't, if this was the next one, you cannot switch these numbers around. So you can't say this is 1. That's a no-no. Don't do that. You have to unbundle if this number is smaller than that number. Deal? You got this. Manipulate your numbers, move them around. Make sure you draw it out so you can see it. Take your time, have fun, and I will see you tomorrow.